That didn't take long. Donald Trump's team has sent a letter to Judge Merchan asking permission to file a motion that would set aside sentencing and allow for basically an appeal of the guilty verdict and a retrial based on the Supreme Court decision. They're saying that because the Supreme Court decision has offered the potential for limited immunity or the potential for immunity for any tangential things that are tangentially related to official duties to the presidency, that some of the stuff entered as evidence potentially could be considered proximate to the presidency or something like that, and that they should get an entire new trial where certain evidence gets omitted. I don't think this is going to work because there's not a whole lot there. Effectively, what they're saying is, well, there was some communications that were all private communications, but because they went through official White House channels, that they need to look at it and see if that was anywhere close to being core to the presidency, and that might grant them a shred of immunity. Or the fact that he posted a couple of his posts on Twitter while he was president that they used as evidence. Um, and that, well, he was communicating with the public, and that's, tantamount to being president or whatever. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think they're going to give him any sort of a retrial. I don't think Judge Merchan's going to buy it. However, this does give him another avenue for appeal. There's also some speculation as to whether or not this could delay his sentencing on the 11th, because if he is allowed a potential appeal or a consideration of this appeal based on the Supreme Court decision, Judge Merchan may put his sentencing out later. I don't know what'll happen. And obviously, this is going to be developing in the coming days and weeks. The other thing with this is now, as they're testing the waters on what is tangentially, connected to the presidency and what is and isn't, in that outer fringe where the Supreme Court said there may be some immunity there. After he's exhausted his appeal options with the state of New York, this could end up being appealed through the federal system as well because of this ruling. Now, I think most of it is ridiculous. I think most of us can see that nothing involving this case has anything to do with him being president. The only thing it has to do with him being president is, in fact, that they used and did this in order to make him president or help him win the presidency, and that he made some of the payments as a private citizen while also holding the office of president. But we'll see what happens as this story develops. And I don't know if it's going to postpone his sentencing, but, not much we can do about it if it does.